Children, today we'll take a new lesson number 2, Alice in Wonderland. Page number 19 and 20 will be reading. Reading and explanations of chapter 2, page number 19 to 20, and we'll have the words meaning. And before that, I would like to ask you something, okay? You might be reading the storybooks, sometimes the adventures, isn't it? All this kind of things you might be reading. I would like to show you some pictures from the book itself, page number 19. You can all see these pictures, isn't it? Okay, so here we see, like all these are not real but imaginary things. So, first of all, we need to understand, okay, what is the meaning of Wonderland? When we say Alice in Wonderland, so what is the meaning of it? Meaning is, here I have written, okay, if you are able to see it, then you see, Wonderland, a land or place full of wonderful things. What is that? I am telling you once more. A land or place full of wonderful things. And the synonyms are, what are the synonyms of Wonderland? The first one is heaven, next one is bliss and Eden. So these are some synonyms of Wonderland. So here, okay, we need to see the book now. Page number 19, once you see, when an adventure story takes place in an imaginary land with magical creatures, it is called fantasy adventure. So what is fantasy adventure? I am reading it once more. When an adventurous story takes place in an imaginary land with magical creatures, it is called a fantasy adventure. You can see in the book, page number 19. Now, page number 20. Here we will read about a girl named Alice who was sitting in a garden. Suddenly she saw a rabbit ran past her into a rabbit hole. The rabbit was talking to itself and looking at the pocket watch to check the time. Alice decided to follow the rabbit and she jumped into the hole after it. So after this, okay, this is the background of the story, and after that what has happened, we will read the story to find out. Alice found herself in a long, low hall which was lit up by a row of lamps hanging from the roof. So Alice finally landed up where? In a long, low hall, where she found, okay, this hall was lit up by a row of lamps hanging from the where? Hanging from the roof. There were doors all around the hall, but they were all locked. And when Alice had been all the way down one side and up the other side, trying every door, she walked sadly down the middle, wondering how she was ever to get out again. So, this girl was wondering, okay, how to get out of this, like what to say, a hall. She was trying, okay, trying with all her effort to come out from there. Suddenly she came upon a little three-legged table, all made of solid glass. There was nothing on it except a tiny golden key. And Alice's first thought was that it might belong to one of the doors of the hall. But alas, either the locks were too large or the keys were too small. But at any rate, it would not open any of them. However, on the second time round, she came upon a low curtain she had not noticed before, and behind it was a little door about 15 inches high. She tried the golden key in the lock, and to her great delight, it lifted. So, second time, okay, she is coming for the second time, and then you see she is able to get something Something means what did she get? She got what? A key. Okay. And then finally she was able to open one of the door. Alice opened the door and found that it led into the small passage, not much larger than a rat hole. She knelt down and looked along the passage into the loveliest garden you ever saw. How she longed to get out of the dark hall and wandered about among those beds of bright flowers and those cool fountains. But she could not even get her head through the doorway. And now, when she is able to open one of the doors, she tried to come out. But then, okay, the hole was how? The hole was not much larger than a rat hole. But from the passage, okay, she could see the loveliest garden. She longed to come out of the dark hall, but okay, she could not. There seemed to be no use in waiting by the little door, so she went back to the table, hoping she might find another key on it, or at any rate a book of rules for shutting people up like telescope. This time she found a little bottle on it, and round the neck of the bottle was a paper label with the words "Drink me" beautifully printed. So again, she came with some hope in her mind, and then what did she find? She found a bottle, okay, and on the bottle, what was written there? There was written, okay, "Drink me." What a curious feeling, said Alice after she finished drinking the liquid. So she took the bottle and drank the liquid. I must be shutting up like a telescope. And so it was indeed. She was now only 10 inches high, and her face bright enough at the thought that she was now the right size for going through the little door into the lovely garden. First, however, she waited for few minutes to see if she was going to shrink any further. So she felt a little nervous about this, for it might end, said Alice to herself, in my going out altogether like a candle. I wonder what should be like then. And she tried to fantasy what the flame of a candle is like after the candle is blown out. For she could not remember ever having seen such a thing. Now you see, okay, after her repeated trial, or maybe we can say it effort, okay, she went on trying to explore, to come out from the hall, and ultimately we see, okay, she found out something. Something means what? She drank the liquid which was kept in a bottle, and then she became the size of what is written there, size of only 10 inches. And now, okay, she is able to do something with that. So today we will see after here only, and tomorrow, okay, we'll continue the lesson. Hope I have made it clear to you. You please, okay, read all these things and try to understand. If there is any kind of queries, please ask me. Now, you see the word meanings, okay, word meanings I have written, which is already there in your book, okay, still I have written down for you to see it. Now, delight means joy. We have with the long, okay, wanted very much. Wondered here means walk. Telescope, an instrument to see things that are far away. And curious, here it is used as odd. And we have, okay, going out altogether means disappearing, and fancy here means imagine. So we'll continue on the next day. Okay, thank you so much.